Hello, Mia. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
Good, thank you. Can you tell us about your background, Mia, and how you became a CPA?
Well, first, nice to meet you. I think we met like a while ago in because you're an investor and I'm an investor, which is naturally connected. The reason why I became a CPA is because I really like to study more about finances. And,
Hmm.
initially I went to school wanting to be an entrepreneur. So I was almost picking the entrepreneurship major, but then I
Okay.
realized, well, it's too broad.
Yes.
And then the more I took a lot of classes and I really like my accounting classes because
Okay.
it's a foundation to having a business. Like you have to understand the numbers to run the business.
Yes.
So I just picked accounting because it's foundational to me. It gave me the basic knowledge, and I just kind of fell
Okay.
in love after that, and just study more and more.
Great. Great. Yeah. Just like me, a similar to an accounting major, and I focus on tax. So this one, I'm a tax and a CPA. Great.
You were tax director, right? For
Yes. Yes.
um,
Of a large IT firm in Irving, Texas. That's what I
mm,
do. I'm the tax director. So that's great. It's wonderful that you study accounting. You love numbers. Um, so when did you move uh, into that situation, that role?
the accounting role,
Yes, the accounting role.
or
Yes. Yeah, your
yeah.
your CPA. Yeah, the Mia
Yeah,
Farm
so
CPA.
I actually I mean, when I was in college, I've always wanting to start something for myself, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to start. So um I just didn't really start anything, right? But I like accounting. So took classes, became a CPA right after I graduated from college. And then
Mm-hmm.
I started my career at one of the big four accounting firms, Deloitte.
Yeah.
Worked there
Yes.
for a few years. And then I realized that, I mean, even though I like what I was doing, I didn't really love what I was doing, mainly because I
Yeah.
didn't see the impact my job made on other people's lives. Like I'm just working with big corporations and helping them with their money, but like I don't see the impact
Mm.
on people's lives. So I kind of quit my job in December, I think December 2018. Sorry, 2017, and officially
Okay.
started my business in February 2018.
Okay.
So that's how I started. And I work with a lot of people on tax planning, CFO services, preparation, bookkeeping, just to help them with their finances and just give them
Okay.
more education.
Great. So it's at least 3 years, 3 years and a half, maybe into your firm, right? Your own business. Is
Yeah,
that
this is my
correct?
fourth year.
Or
Set 3.5 years. Yeah, more than 3.5. But
3.5 years.
I
Great.
yeah.
Great. And what's your niche market and what kind of clients you're looking for?
Yeah, my niche market is real estate. So I work with a lot of real estate agents and brokers and investors. And the reason why I just really like real estate was it just clicked, right? I when I was a teenager, my mom gave me the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I just love the book. And I just realized that like real estate, it's the only way to make passive income. And you can really retire out of real estate,
Yes.
which I don't want to
Yes.
retire early. I want to work forever, but it's just very fascinating concept to me. So that's why I pick real estate. So again, I work with realtors, brokers, loan officers, like wholesalers, people in the real estate industry. So that's my primary niche market. And then my secondary market, and I just tap into this market is IT consultants and cybersecurity businesses, just because
Oh, okay.
of COVID, a lot of people have that needs, and it's interesting because I think that it's never going to go away. So
Yeah, yeah. I
the
think that's the
internet's never going to
future.
go away.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cybersecurity and IT, because my firm does cybersecurity and
Mm-hmm.
firewall, cybersecurity, and AI analytics. And
Nice.
we're Google Lab. We work with Google to create this artificial intelligence lab in Irving. So
Wow.
great, great.
Yeah, it's the
Y-
future, right? So I think
Yes,
IT, security, real estate is going to be the future.
yes, yes. I think you can have a lot of clients, especially in Dallas. Dallas is a hub, is a Silicon Prairie hub of all these IT companies and IT looking for a CPA with the services. So
Nice.
so so great. So when you say CFO services, what exactly that mean? Can you tell my audience what does that mean? CFO services?
So normally, if you want to hire CFO to work for your business, it's gonna cost you at least $150,000, $200,000 to pay for CFO, right? So it's pretty expensive. And what CFO often does is they help businesses with projections and budgeting and forecasting. Figuring out how to negotiate, vendor negotiation, making sure that the bottom line profit it's there, and at the same time helping businesses grow to the next level. So the reason why I want to do CFO service is not just bookkeeping, even though we do offer bookkeeping services, but we want to do more CFO. It's because we want to really help business scale and help them grow to the next level. We can provide them with a bunch of reports, right, and then strategies, but like the main concept is to help businesses grow exponentially, double their revenue, triple their revenue, and also help them reduce taxes. So in total, they increase their bottom line profit. Yeah, so grow and increase profit, and then business owners going to grow their net worth, so they can retire faster, maybe, or sell their businesses, right? So
yeah, well, that's a great service. I never thought about that. I guess it's someone who's growing, who's looking for a sort of a central finance figure who has all the experience and knowledge how to grow the business, to negotiate procurement, making sure that we can lower taxes. So that's a great service. You can do a value add to your clients and help them. That's a really good service, I believe.
Exactly, because I always think about value, right? If I talk to someone, I don't really think about, okay, how much time it's going to take me to do this, or how much I'm going to charge them. I want to make sure that I can provide value. So as long as the value is there, I don't think the money or the fees matter that much. So we always want, like, if our clients pay us a certain dollar amount, we want to make sure that they get a 3 to 5 to 10x return on the investment.
Yes. So in terms of taxes, how do you feel about the Biden proposal? Is it, you think it's going to go through this year, or how do you feel about the Biden tax proposal?
It's up in the air. I think it will change. I think Biden will change tax law one way or the other. It's just because the US is in debt, right? So people just have to pay more taxes to cover the debt. I think that's my mentality. I don't know, other people have different mentality, but if tax is going to increase, which I don't think tax is ever going to decrease. Biden or Trump or whoever become the president, they're going to increase taxes somehow, one way or the other. So people need to prepare for that. And it's kind of unfair that a lot of the billionaires, or, they don't pay as much in taxes versus normal people pay a lot. So my goal is to help people reduce their taxes legally, so they can, have more money in their pocket to invest or contribute to their retirement plan, or, help their kids go to college. I'm a small business owner too, so I understand how hard it is to make money and how hard it is to keep money in your pocket. So our goal is to help our client make money and keep money in their pockets to invest in their future.
Great. That's a great mindset. And I love that mindset, how you help people to enhance their life, enhance their financial wealth, and also be more happier in that sense. So it's a great success. And I love your mindset. Let's talk about your mindset. How did you, from a young age, I guess, become so successful and so rapidly growing in your company? Mia Reeves CPA, you're a young star, a rising star. I can see it. I can feel the enthusiasm and your spirit. It's like you're glowing. So just talk about your mindset. What do you give advice to people who listen to this podcast? How do you have that kind of mindset to flourish?
Yeah, I think growing up, I have to thank my mom and my grandfather, because they gave me a lot of books to read. I've always loved reading books. Like when I was 12, they gave me Rich Dad Poor Dad and Think and Grow Rich. So I felt like I got access to that education much sooner than other people. So I kind of started reading books, and I think one of my passions is personal development. So I've read a lot of books and just like listen to podcasts whenever there are conferences. I try to go to all the conferences I can go to learn more from the people that are more successful than I am. And so the more I can interact with them, and I pay a lot for coaching too, the more I learn about them and read their books and kind of talk to them, right? Interview them more, I realize that they're just human like us. So if they can do that, like, why can't I? Right? And if I can do this, why can't my clients do this? So it's about, my mindset is I want to learn from the best in my industry, learn from the best in the world, and then whatever I learn, I want to apply the knowledge to my business, and then help my clients do the same, because we all have the same number of hours in the day, right? So if the billionaires can make it, why can't we? Because we're all human. So I think that's the main concept behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. But it's also, I mean, yes, number one, if people can do it, I can do too. And if I can do it, you can do too, right? That's number one
Yes.
mindset.
Yeah.
The second thing is, I've always wanted to help people,
Okay.
and I think that's the force that drives everything I'm doing. I want the best for the people I work with. I want the best for my clients. So, I mean, everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes too, and people make mistakes too. But if I had good intention and I want the best for you, I mean, people can see that. So I feel like I've always wanted the best for people. I don't just work for money. I work because I want to contribute to other people's lives.
Yes.
So even if I don't make money or I do, I'm still happy because
Okay.
I see the differences that
Yeah.
I can
Yeah. I think,
create.
yeah, me, I think because I've been doing tax a long time and I know fairly well. And I feel like it's a very important, essential part of someone's life. So when you take someone like 1040, for example, and you help them prepare the 1040, you can see everything in their financial life is on a tax return, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very critical because like that's how you help people because you can see, oh, okay, here's my K1 or here's my W2. Here is my investment in this. I have maybe a foreign bank account, I disclose. So all these things you see that. So it's a very I think you're in a very good position to help people because you see you see all the financial data into
Bank
one
account in their
place.
lives.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you can see how you can help them. Like maybe he can do this to lower taxes, or he can do this, or so you have a lot of ways you can help the client minimize taxes and paint a better picture for them. So that's a very good role. So
Exactly. And it's not just the taxes, right? It's also about their business. And for a lot
yeah.
of entrepreneurs, I mean, for all entrepreneurs, their business is kind of like the most important part of their lives. So, to make sure that they are informed and they make the right decision and to kind of motivate them to grow to the next level. So that's my role in it. And I'm not just doing the taxes, I'm doing the planning and helping them grow and, grow with them
Hmm.
throughout their
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah. So I like that where you feel like this is a journey with your client and you help them succeed in their venture. So it's really good. So you take that to another level. Whereas some CPAs I see, and unfortunately, they just look at one set like, oh, here's your tax return, that's it, and I'll see you next year. Where I think I like your do it is because your approach is like, I'm gonna help them succeed in business and not just a tax return. So you look at the all like a more rounded perspective than just here's a tax return, let's get it done, and then I'll see you next year. You understand that that's a different mentality. So
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
good. So it's good.
that's the difference between doing tax preparation and doing planning and CFO, right? I have to look at their lives, their business, the law, right? To
Mm-hmm,
make sure that
mm-hmm.
they are growing and they're saving and they're not getting in trouble
Yes, yeah, and you have to legally, obviously,
legally. Yes.
because sometimes there's some clients with temptation say, hey, can write up this and that, and you guys say, oh, these are rules. You can't write up these items, right? So
And
I
there are
think
rules that there are
yeah,
rules that you can bend. Like, I mean, not sorry, there are loopholes that you can use, right? But like you
yeah,
can't violate the
yeah.
law. So
Yes,
um,
yes. So okay, great. So what advice would you recommend for our audience here, Mia, who's listening to you?
I think we're talking to a lot of business owners, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of business owners have the same mindset that I need to grow my business. I need to increase my revenue. And a lot of times business owners, they invest everything they have in the business, which is great. But I also think that as an advisor, I want to help them see, the big picture. It's not just about putting all your money in the business. You need to invest in yourself as well. So
Yes.
what I mean by investing in yourself means that taking classes, right, eating right, sleeping right, and continue to educate yourself, but also pay yourself too. Don't just put all the money in the business and then you live a miserable life and you pay your employees, but you don't pay yourself because you need to take care of yourself first and foremost. Because if you're not healthy, if you're not getting paid, um, then the business is going to collapse because the business depends on you. So I think that's
Yes.
the biggest
Yes.
advice I want to give to business owner. The second advice is you need to file your taxes and you need to work on your taxes. Don't delay. We can help you, right? So it could be scary to think about, okay, now I need to file my taxes. I need to pay taxes. Like no one wants to pay taxes, but you're required to do it and we can help you reduce your taxes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a wonderful, wonderful advice. I love it because you're right. The most important is your health. And if you're the chief owner, let's say you're the CEO of that business, but your health is deteriorating, you're not eating right, and you're just working, 60 hours a day in like your business, then it would not be really it will not be beneficial for you, because if your health is poor, you can't really operate at the optimum level, and
Mhm.
it's hurting you and your family personally. So that's very important advice that you're saying. I really like that advice.
Thank you.
And I really do agree with that, Mia. I really believe in that. Because I see a lot of people, they break the back, they work really hard because they want to succeed, right? They want to do well, but then
Mhm.
they don't look at themselves, they don't pay themselves, or they don't reward themselves. And the way my philosophy is, if you do a small thing and you win, you gotta
Mhm.
celebrate you and your family. So for example, if
Right.
I close on a deal, then I take my family out and celebrate. So these
Mhm.
small winnings become equals of big winnings at the end of the day, because you're taking small steps, and these small are building blocks that ultimately become your big successes.
Exactly. Go on a vacation sometimes, right?
Yes, yes. Great, great. So what kind of I guess financial books are you reading or you recommend to our clients?
Financial
If you like.
book.
Yeah.
I would say I really like Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I like Think and Grow Rich, even though Think and Grow Rich is not like a financial book, but it's a really good mindset book
Okay.
to follow. I like Principles by Ray Dalio, talk about the stock market and the way
Yeah.
that billionaire thinks. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
What else am I reading right now? I have so many. I'm in the hiring mode right now. I wanted to hire to
Yeah.
expand my business. So there's a book called, I completely forgot the name of the book, The Who.
The
The
Who.
Who
Oh
is
yes, yes, The
the hiring.
Who. Yeah.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
that too? I
Yeah,
love
I
the
think
book.
I read that book. Yeah, it's a great book. It's a great book. So yeah,
About,
awesome. Yeah, great. I think these are wonderful books. Rich Dad Poor Dad is my favorite book, where he teaches financial literacy and what is good debt versus bad debt, right? The cash flow
exactly.
quadrant
Oh, Cash Flow Quadrant. Yeah.
yeah. So you're actually doing that. You're being you're the employee, and yeah, so you left your employee becoming an owner. So it's good. So you found that
Yeah.
kind of principles. Yeah, for sure.
E-Myth. E-Myth. Do you know the E-Myth book?
The mid book? No, I'm not sure.
E-Myth? Yeah, it's about like how to become from like the operator to the owner of the business.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But
Well,
yeah, I love reading books. Like I can talk to you about books all day.
well, well, wonderful, man. Wonderful.